All right, how's everybody doing? And on this fine Monday. So, I was actually minding my own business yesterday, busy working on a new documentary for my channel, which is actually called The Price of Oil. And that's taken a hell of a lot of my time, I must be honest. And I'm hoping to get that released and finished up pretty soon. But yeah, I'm hoping that you guys will end up enjoying that content. But my name was mentioned, particularly in a group. Now, I was told about this, and some group called Rag or Ragamuffin, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves. And, you know, they were mentioning me and pretty much slandering me. Now, this Rag or Ragamuffin, they seem to be part of this MTI shit show. And now, I haven't really been involved at all with this whole MTI debacle. There's plenty of other channels that's covering the news on it and so forth. I just find for myself and for my own channel really no value in terms of actually talking about it, or there's nothing new that I could bring to the table in terms of what's actually been happening. But somehow they felt the need to drag me into this very topic. All right, so let's have a quick listen.
Beyond that, we got enough people showing what took place and how it took place. We showed it wasn't a Ponzi scheme. So it's not that we don't want it to be a Ponzi scheme. It goes further. It's not like we want it to rain or we want it to stop raining. It's we can show from what we'd in actual fact done and how we structured our Bitcoin and what we got in and how we paid out and how we traded. This was not
This guy's completely full of shit. Okay, now he's been going on about how the trolls are this, the trolls are that, and suddenly everybody is this legal expert, and just doing quick little YouTube videos. Now all of a sudden, I'm now a legal expert. Okay, and that's really further from the bloody truth. But the point and the thing I would actually like to throw back at them is you're not a crypto expert, nor are you a trading expert, and nor are you a programming expert. Okay. There is no trading bot on this planet, even with AI, that can give you consistent returns day after day after day. Believe you me, the entire crypto planet would actually be talking about it and using it. Okay? It doesn't exist. Secondly, trading bots cannot foresee macroeconomic disasters or major macroeconomic events. So I'll give you an example. All right? A trading bot is not going to foresee China banning all the mines immediately. All right? It's also not going to see drone attacks in Saudi Arabia or in Israel on oil tankers or even Iran. You need human intervention for that, right? You need a human trader in order to understand macroeconomics, what is going on, in order to understand where the money is going to flow and how oil and how US dollars and how ultimately the biggest hegemon on this bloody planet called the USA is going to react to such events, because all of that trickles and ripples into all of the asset classes around the world. And one of them particularly is also Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not immune to any macroeconomics. And unfortunately, trading bots are not humans. What they proposed and how they were getting all of these so-called wins rates per year, these profits per day, was bullshit. There was never any trading bots. So unless this guy can magically pull out a programmer out of his fucking ass or out of his goddamn hat and show that there was actually a trading bot, here's the program and here's how it works. He ain't gonna fucking do that. So unfortunately, you have to address the elephants in the room. Okay, but we're going to carry on with the trolls, because one of the things, the narratives that these people are on about, and this is why they decided to do this video about the trolls and how people, the public, even though this was a public offering, a product and a service to the public and entice the public to invest, apparently, according to them, the public is not allowed to debate this. They have to control the narrative of what actually gets said and what doesn't get said. Now, unfortunately, that does not sound like democracy or freedom of speech or freedom of expression. Unfortunately, that sounds a lot like dictatorship and is a very common theme within MLM. But anyway, I want to go to the main star of the show, which is Advocate Hendrik Staden.
Emphasize, there's a lot of people that's trying to do trial by social media, but it's not always people with the right intentions. So tonight we're gonna unmask 4 of these people.
Yeah, he's going to mask them. Now watch how he unmasks this. It's quite fucking funny.
If you are in the internet and you are on social media, you are able to be traced. Even if it's not on the normal web, there's something called the dark web.
Okay, so this piece of intelligence apparently went to the dark web. Now, I have no doubts that if it's not Google, he probably went to Microsoft Edge, and I'm convinced he thinks Microsoft Edge is the dark web, at that type of peanut mentality.
The next person is a person in South Africa. His name is Chris, and I'm just going to say Mac because...
Okay, so this guy is referring to me, all right? And Advocate Hendrik van Staden, it's Mac Daddy to you. Okay, you can call me Mac Daddy because I'm about to bitch slap you and throughout this entire video.
The rest of his surname, I'm not going to divulge. He's residing in...
You divulge my address to the fucking public. Do you not think I've got a family? All right? Do you not think that you actually placing my family in danger? You fucking asshole. I mean, what the fuck are you thinking? I didn't give you authority for you to fucking divulge my private residential address. But anyway, let's carry on because now I have to see what I can do to protect my family because this fucking shitball doesn't seem to quite think further than his own fucking ass.
And yes, he's been going by the name of Roybal.
Now, I couldn't quite understand what the fuck is he saying here. Is he saying rebel or you saying Roybal? All right, now, excuse me, I'm not Afrikaans. I can't even talk the bloody language, all right? I'm English. You can hear my accents, okay? I struggle with Afrikaans, let alone try and, if you're saying Roybal, to fucking even spell that bloody name. But to me, you're saying rebel. I mean, why the fuck would I call myself rebel? All right, it's Chris fucking Trade. It's ChrisTrade. It's common bloody knowledge. I go by the name of ChrisTrade in the Telegram groups. I have a YouTube channel called ChrisTrade. It's part of the whole branding association. I have no reason to hide behind some fucking stupid ass name called Roybal. I mean, what the fuck is that? What does it even mean? But anyway, someone actually showed me that it could potentially be this person. All right, so I can't even pronounce this. Roy Gevar. Roy, Jesus. Someone help me there. But anyway, I think Family Hippo told him to hit. This is not fucking me. All right, I don't go by this character or this name. So unless you can produce actual fucking proof that this is me, it's not fucking me, is it? But anyway, let's carry on through this fucking venture of bullshittery and retardedness. God, and this guy's a bloody advocate.
Now, yet again, the people forget that you...
Yet again.
There's ways to find out what is your real identity and your...
Yeah, let me guess, you went to the dark web again, didn't you? You went to... you went to Microsoft Edge. Hey, you cheeky little shit. I know you did. You went to Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is not the bloody dark web, you stupid shit.
Real name. And again, Roybal...
It's fucking ChrisTrade, you fucking complete retard.
...on the MTI Concerned Investors Group appeared...
Alright, I'm really not on that. The only time I really came on here was to find out who the fuck this guy was and who this advocate Hendrik van Staden was and to find this fucking recording. Apart from that, I'm not even active in this bloody group and all these people can vouch for that.
...to have been an investor in Africa.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so now apparently I invested in AfriCrypt. Okay, so it's pretty much this. Okay, so this is AfriCrypt, right? So if anybody's actually like watched my channel, in fact, my subscribers, who have watched my videos and where I do reviews on actual projects that I'm investing in or I want to invest in or get involved in, you'll see that every single time I actually do a complete review also on the teams, okay? Because and the owners and the founders, because I want to know that I am taking my money and investing it with professionals, experts, people that have degrees, qualifications, as well as the expertise, the experience. All right, they've been in the industry for 20, 15 or 30 odd years. They are experts in their field. I am not going to take my bloody money and invest it with a bunch of high school kids who know fuck all about cryptocurrencies. Like, what fucking planet are you from that you think I would deviate from my own bloody principles? All right. Now, I acknowledge the fact that you're talking by a bloody cell phone when you gave this, which is quite interesting because you provide no single proof of actual evidence that I funded or sent money into this goddamn shit show called AfriCrypt that somehow seems to be linked to ISIS in Mozambique. Like I'm going to go and fund terrorism in proxy like that as well.
I could not find evidence that at all he's even be an MTI investor.
Again, you won't find evidence because why the fuck would I invest my money into MTI? All right? None of these people in MTI were trading experts. None of these people were crypto experts, financial experts, or had actually any degrees in that particular field. Economics, whatever you want to fucking call it. Risk management, finance, degrees, or anything. Why would I want to invest my money in an MLM bullshit scheme? In the same conjunction, why would I invest my money in AfriCrypt run by a bunch of high school fucking retards?
So now I ask my question. Is it because you...
Well, Hendrik, I've actually got to ask my question before we get into yours. Did your mother drop you when you were a baby?
Lost in AfriCrypt, that you want other people to suffer by supporting from the onset that this is a Ponzi scheme? If it is the fact, then it's totally for the wrong intentions, that you are jumping on the bandwagon in Telegram groups and trying to destroy other people's lives.
Okay, so now I'm destroying other people's lives, even though he has fuck all evidence that I invested in a shit show called AfriCrypt. People, this has been the story of my life on YouTube. I've got to be honest with you. I've got one MLM fucking scheme called G999 and their bloody shitcoin. Calling me a criminal, be part of an international criminal syndicate. Then I've got this fucking tool calling me a sociopath because apparently I am now a miserable fuck who lost so much money in AfriCrypt that I now want to ruin everybody's lives, all right? Particularly everybody in MTI, because I am filled with ungodly hatred of losing so much money in AfriCrypt that I am going to now just destroy everybody's life so I can just feel good about myself, right? I mean, I honestly, to God, I think his mother dropped him when he was a fucking baby and we left with a plank. Talks like a plank, walks like a plank, must be a plank. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa's finest. Oh God, come on, man. Is this the best that the Law Society can give to the public? Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, this guy's got fuck all evidence. I mean, really, this really is the narrative, right? So his cousin is Anton Lee, okay? And Anton Lee, non-fucking surprisingly, Ended up firing his attorneys and all of that stuff, right? And then pretty much he states that thus MTI being declared a Ponzi scheme would not be in the investor's best interest as a result of all being liable to repay the monies received from MTI. So in other words, they just want to keep the profits. They have no intention of returning any of the profits back, all of the money that they've made back to the victims. Okay, because apparently in their eyes, they're also bloody victims. Everybody in MTI, everybody in an MLM ends up being a fucking victim, even the thieves themselves. But anyways, the problem is you've got a bit of a moral dilemma here. So you've got this Anton Lee and his cousin, which is Advocate Hendrik van Staden. Now, that should be some bit of a legal uncomfortability for you, because quite frankly, you should be acting with integrity and coming up and spouting complete fucking bullshit and accusing an innocent person and putting his fucking family in danger is not someone I would call acting with integrity. And then having your fucking cousin that you're trying to bail out, and then you accuse an innocent person who really has nothing to do with MTI being accused of having some fucked up agenda of wanting to fucking screw everybody's lives, 1,000 people, and let them suffer as much as I'm bloody suffering. No. The reality of the situation is your cousin is in fucking shit and you're trying to bail your cousin out. That is the agenda. You're compromised. You're heavily compromised. You're not acting as someone who is independent or objectively. You're acting subjectively, and you are, again, compromised. So, Hendrik van Staden, I've got actually a gift for you. All right. So I am offering Mr. Advocate Hendrik van Staden the Bullshit Award. Congratulations, Advocate Hendrik. And it pretty much says, upon recommendation of the faculty and the approval of the Board of Trustees, and by the virtue of authority granted to them, hereby bestow upon Advocate Hendrik van Staden for completing the required combination of countless hours in bullshittery and practice in the fine art of bullshit, to be considered a bullshitter, is hereby presented the honorary degree of Doctorate of Bullshit. And I'm going to do another thing for you, Hendrik. The liquidators that's actually representing the real victims, I am more than happy to offer my services. In other words, I am more than happy to go and file a complaint against you, Hendrik, for slandering me in public, for divulging my address in public and endangering my life and my family's life. So I am very happy to go and lay a complaint against you. Okay, so I've actually just bought this domain. It's called antimlm.co.za. That's right. I am actually going to be launching a platform that's going to really be tackling and educating the public about MLM. So I'm actually going to be doing sort of like a live event, and that's going to be launched, well, I'm hoping to push everything gets done by then, pretty much around about the October period, where we'll be launching the platform and actually doing live presentations, actually live discussions, and it's completely free. Okay, so this is ChrisTrade. I'm now going to get back to my documentary that I was busy with, which is Price of Oil, so just look out for that. Anyway, guys, this is ChrisTrade. Peace.